How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here. We're pretty early in the morning here. We're heading out to work, and perfect time to make another rant video here as per usual. So we're going to be driving along as I've been doing in the last few. I will be completely honest before we get into the rant of the day. I don't actually mind doing them this way and the other way I've been doing them. So I do three ways of doing a rant. Basically, the first way is I just kind of sit wherever I'm at and I just don't move, which happens to be a lot of the time. I'm just sitting inside the car. I'm gonna move this real quick. Okay, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. But yes, like I said, I either sit inside the car, which this happens. Like, I don't always get the camera like perfect, so it might be slightly askew, but it's not too bad. The driving videos, which obviously I'm doing now, where I'm actually going somewhere, these aren't too bad either. I guess you could say they're a little harder because I'm actually like physically driving somewhere. Like, I'm not just sitting there and able to talk freely, and a lot easier. But I get my point across normally pretty good. And then the final one, of course, is where I take the selfie stick and I walk somewhere, which I'm doing a lot less of actually, but I still want to do. So that'll be a thing. The last time I did that, I think, is when I actually went to the beach. I went up to Port George there. I guess you would call it there. Anyway, yeah, and I walked along on the rocky beach there, and I, did a couple of videos, and you get the water there, and it was cool. And it's a change of scenery too. But that's why I like at least the driving ones, because I'm driving. Like, it's different, right? You get to see things moving and whatever. Anyway, so I know we've wasted a lot of time here, so let's get right into the video. Seriously, it's like 2 minutes. Not even fucking talked about the topic yet. Anyway, so I want to talk about people being spoiled, and definitely when I say people, I definitely mean youth. So I get invited out to a Christmas dinner this last Christmas that had passed. So I go out here. Now, when I grew up, right, I didn't really get a whole lot for Christmas, and I know you're thinking it's not all about the gifts, and that's very true. But the family wasn't really that much, in my opinion, of a loving family. Like, there wasn't really that connection there. So even though I was pretty much on my way out of there anyway, like there really wasn't any point. Like, I told them, like, you really just don't have to buy me anything, because what you do buy me is a waste of your money. So, like, just don't buy me anything and we'll be great. But they did anyway, and they always bought stuff that just didn't make any sense to me. But now, I don't want to sound like that guy, but I'm going to call it like it is. It wasn't expensive items, okay? And I can, without a doubt, tell you that it does not matter on the value of a gift. I don't find. But, okay, I'm saying this for the point of the video, is that when I talk about the Christmas that I was just at, now we're talking at like 24 years old compared to like 18, right? At 24, I seen that this girl was there. She's probably about 17 years old, and she's got it made, and she's got everything going for her right now, so, which is awesome. And she's got like a brother and like I think like a stepbrother or something like that, and they all got phones. They all got like iPhones or whatever. Now I don't know how that works, like if they had to put like a deposit onto an iPhone, because like if you get a brand new iPhone, I'm pretty sure like it's not zero down, so they might have paid like the $200 or something. But still, they got like these ridiculous presents that like I'm looking at, and I am fucking like literally dreaming of that I would get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not realistic in my eyes for me. I look at that and I'm like, how the hell did you get that? You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't want to come off and be like, oh, this guy's just fucking jealous. It's not that, but it's that the generation today doesn't realize how good they've got it, and that's exactly what the situation was that this girl did not realize this at all, quite frankly, and she was just completely like, completely fucking excited, which anyone would be. But I didn't get that from her. Like, I never got that from any of them, actually, that it was like they were extremely grateful that this was what they had. Okay, that's cool. That's respectful. Another good example is going to college. And, you know, you talk to people, yada yada, and then you kind of find out a few things from other people, like, for example, that their parents have paid their tuition, or you know, or they live at home still, and, you know, or their parents have bought them a car, or, you know, there's always something in there that, let's call it like it is. It's cost a little bit of coin, and the parents have paid that up in full. And again, it kind of makes me sad, man. Like, I have earned this stuff personally, and, you know, they're just out getting it. Now, I mean, the way that I'm talking about it, like I said, I think it's pretty fair. I'm talking about it from my personal experiences, that I feel like earning your keep is a lot better. When you go to college, you pay your own tuition. When you're done, you feel really rewarded. Like, you've paid for it, you've got the diploma, whatever, and you're out. And, you know, this car is mine. I've paid for this in full. There's no question of mommy and daddy. There's literally nothing. This is all mine. And at the end of the day, I feel like I feel rewarded. I feel like I have earned this car. I've earned this GoPro. I've earned, you know, everything I have up to this point. Now, I don't know. It's hard to say because, oh, sorry. I mean, I guess I'm spoiled in someone else's mind, right? Like, somebody else who doesn't have a car will say that I'm spoiled, right? And that's a true statement. The only reason I'm not regarding it to the video, or like the video topic in general, is because I'm talking about people being spoiled from somebody else. Spoiling yourself isn't necessarily like a crime. That's not what we're talking about here, because that's what I've done. I've literally bought myself a car. I've earned the money. I earned, you know, $7,200. I went out and literally bought a vehicle, and, you know, there you go. You can't argue me on that. Like, I bought my own car, and, you know, I'm completely ecstatic that I did. And I'm sorry, we're not moving, by the way. We're in construction, so that's why I'm a little more awkward here, because it's like there's literally like cars like everywhere that are like right beside me. It's like, and here I am just going. I was by for just a millisecond. There's a guy standing here watching. No, yeah, he was looking. He had the stop sign there. But yeah, like I said, like, that's just the idea. Like, if you spoil yourself, you can't argue me on that. Like, that's just not how that shit goes. Just a fact. Anyway, but that's kind of all I've got. I think I'm pretty much summed up here in general. But I want to thank you guys for watching so much. It's John Shilliday. That was cool with that guy. It's funny. I want to thank you guys for watching so much. Let me know, is that kind of something that bothers you? And not necessarily parents, but just like in general, kids getting spoiled, youth getting spoiled, to the point, like, you know, there's the guys out there that are like literally earning their crap and they're working every day of their lives to get it, and then there's that. Like, what do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as I say in every video, and I'm going to remind you guys, just in case, if you ever want me to talk about something specifically, feel free to let me know, and I'll probably make that video as soon as I see the comment, which is usually pretty quick. I usually get on that within a few hours. So thank you so much for watching for the third time. See you in the next one. Peace.